Alright, hello all, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So, finally, this has been a long time coming here. As you can see, this stage is new, new. I still have not even done a single clear on any of the battle-hardened formidable foe stages past stage 4. I just, I got a bit behind on the content, and then more content came out, and I don't know, it just, listen, it took a bit here, but I would really like to try and get these all done, especially now that we're in a bit of a quieter period, before, the global celebration, if possible, that would be very nice. I do know there's a couple missions in here. I actually don't know what they are, to be honest, though. Is there anything? Okay, I was just making sure it's not anything for stage 5. So it looks like it's stage 9 and 10 that have the missions. So we'll worry about that then. But it looks like we could just go for a normal sort of clear here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I do also have the Dragon Ball Saga Red Zone that I have not yet... I've not yet touched that either. So, I would like to get to that too, but this is an older event, so I'd like to get this done first. Now, yet another thing that may not seem the most believable here, I actually have never, properly used this guy. I do have him link leveled, but I haven't actually used him. I haven't brought him into a fight or anything. I made this team with the intention, minus Extreme Tech Boo there. I just got him not that long ago. Fizz Bootanks was there before. But I made this team forever ago during Anniversary with the intention of trying it on some of these battle-hardened formidable foe stages, but it just, I just never got around to it. So, I'm here to correct that now. Let's see if we can't, get some good things going here. That's, not not the best sign, 55% Glorio, but, it is what it is. Let's jump in. I'm not really, sure how this is going to go. I've done a pretty good job of, especially because it's just been so long as well. But I've avoided trying to watch any content on these stages, so I don't know how they play out. So I just, if there's something hard in here, that'll be interesting. I have heard that some of them are hard. I do know that there's a Cell Max fight in one of these stages. I don't know which one. I heard that was tough, but I don't know how it plays out at all. But yeah, let's get going here. Let's see if we can't have a pretty good clear here. Oh wait, oh no, do I still have? I might have this on from. Can I? There we go. Yeah, I still had that on. That's whatever. Well, I'm definitely. He's definitely got to go there. Now, I do know that Demon King Piccolo, like I said, I never really got around to trying him. I do know that he sort of wants to be a slot 3. Because he does get the high chance to dodge there, but I kind of, I kind of can't take advantage of that right now, so we're just gonna work with what we got here. And that should be pretty good. I do imagine this should be, relatively speaking, pretty easy. With having Kid Buu and Buhan and everything, we could do a lot of damage, but I guess we shall see. So, they are sort of SBR styled fights, right? It's the far, fights, one enemy, which the individual fights aren't the most difficult. Usually, but the fact that you have to do them all back to back, and to be fair, all the fights do also have the phase 2, so we shall see how this goes. But I figured I'd wanted to try using demonic power here, because once again, I haven't really gotten a lot of like I haven't gotten the ability really to run Demon King Piccolo because I wanted like a full demonic power setup, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this on battle hard formidable foe, and then everything just kept coming out, and then I had other content I was covering, like Arena came back, and it was just there was I got taken away from it, but I would hopefully like to get some good looks here from Demon King Piccolo.
My name is Glorio, the king of the third demon lord sent me.
Gotta get our intros in here, of course. So I just, it is kind of funny though, in hindsight. I always liked the idea of Demon King Piccolo. I liked his details on release. Once again, I've never gotten around to actually using them, but I really did like his details. And I remember seeing so much complaining because OG Dragon Ball forced to be a free-to-play LR, which instead of a summonable one, which I do agree is bullshit. I was right there, early on in the anniversary. I mean, you can go back and look. I mean, I was saying Kid Goku as one of the Carnival LRs. So, like, I was full team OG Dragon Ball there. But it is, in hindsight, kind of funny just seeing all the complaining. And to be fair, Dokkan, they typically aren't the best about actually giving the category representation. But I mean, at the time I'm recording this, it was just a few hours ago that LRTN was revealed. He does look pretty good, and I mean we've gotten a decent amount of sort of OG Dragon Ball characters this year that all are at least pretty decent. So I do think like maybe this year could finally be the year we get Youth Goku versus Demon King Piccolo, maybe Tanabata or New Year's. I just there's no way they build the team up and then not drop those guys. Like they know they have to drop them with other OG Dragon Ball characters that are still relevant. I hope. I forget what exactly standby. How does this work again? He needs key spheres. I do know that it's like it has the sort of like Gohan Dragon Ball thing. So that could be pretty cool to look at. Here, let's do that, and then do that. Wait, does he need orbs? I forget this. Listen. No, he does not. I haven't even link leveled him yet. I have not really used this guy, so. All right, let's use the standby here. What's this look like?
Dragon Balls. I can't wait to get my hands on all 7 to regain my lost youth.
Okay. I mean, the pathing's pretty good here, I think. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I could get damn near all of them in just one turn here. That's pretty good. Okay. And then the nullification. Thank you, Kid Buu. Yeah, I mean, this should be relatively pretty easy, obviously, but maybe there might be a challenge. I figure we can probably just rely on like Kid Buu on one slot, and then like Wuhan on the other. Wuhan, slot 1, with the sort of floating support from the double Glorio, and from Demon King Piccolo. I mean, I feel like we should be fine. I mean, of course, we'll have to see, but I think we should be chilling here. I mean, that is the thing with some of these battle hard formidable foe stages, though. Some of the earlier ones, I do recall saying, like, I think we're fine, and then we just get, like, completely fucking wasted. But we're just, like, dripping in support here. I mean, like, this rotation alone has, what, like, it had, like, 160% support there or something? Like, Glorio with Demon King Piccolo. It's a pretty good combo. I suppose I'll just do that. And then we can get the last Dragon Ball with this. Okay, so he only needs Dragon Balls. And what does this do to us? We have 66% damage reduction. I did not check my defense, though. I mean, we're alive. Oh my god. Just barely. Yeah, the support. The support kept us alive, but, god damn. That is a bit too close for comfort. Well, hopefully Fat Boo dies here so we can get the cheese revive. Nope, okay. Well, that makes me a little more concerned about how the rest of this turn is going to play out. But hey, maybe we'll be fine. I honestly probably should have used Glorio's active. That might have been pretty helpful. Especially for next turn. Like, if I had his active here, and then, I think Glorio next turn his active, like, we could probably have just killed by the start of that turn. Well, that's kind of a misplay. Yeah, definitely. Unless he kills with just his active, but I definitely... Oh, wait, his isn't even ready yet. Never mind. Well, I guess we're still chilling here. Let me go grab that. Yeah, I mean, Kid Buu with his 1.5 mil there, I mean, he still has his damage reduction up. So, we're chilling. The GOAT, Kid Buu, has got that covered. Yeah, the Buu team, I don't know, like, it's definitely really good, but I feel like, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like, honestly, it's still missing, like, one more piece. It is just really unfortunate that, Tech Wuhan, and it feels like a repeat of 2021, a little bit. Well, not exactly, because Wuhan's still good, but, those 2021 characters, like, weren't usable at all in Red Zone, but, it does suck finally, like, getting, Buu stuff, and then it's like, oh, we immediately move into a new leader skill. It's like, so now we're gonna have to wait, to get a new premium leader skill for them, unfortunately. But I guess it is what it is. Hopefully we get a new character sooner rather than later, though, of course. Oh, he has the key bombs. Okay, that's interesting. Enemy receives. Now... Oh, okay, because it's on all the int key spheres. Well, that's kind of fucked, man. I need those. $40,000? I mean, we'll heal some back, I guess. Hold on. I had to cut briefly there. I think I'm just gonna grab the int orbs, because Buhan, he heals, what is it, like 10 to 15,000 anyway? 12,000. He heals 12,000 per orb, so... I mean, we're gonna lose HP still off this, but, it's not gonna be the biggest amount here. Yeah, we literally went down 2% overall. Now, I suppose I'll grab the AGL orb, and then we can grab the physical. That'll be pretty good. Okay, so... Interesting that he has the key bomb mechanic. They haven't really utilized that. That was the real interesting thing for me about the 2024 worldwide is they did have like a lot of new mechanics they introduced for like bosses, but they just didn't put like any power behind them at all. I'm not really sure what that was all about, but I mean that was really where we started to see the passives start to get introduced more and more. So I guessed it was more so meant as like a sort of test, and they were like, oh yeah, we didn't do enough, so maybe I don't know. I do still find that pretty interesting, but you know, if it can make for you know, some actual interesting gameplay here, that would be nice. Although, you know, Buhan just does a shit ton of damage. And then on top of that, I mean, he heals all that back, so we should be fine here. I'll go there, and then we can grab the physical orbs with Glorio there, obviously. That could... We should be fine, but that could hurt. 213. It could be better, could be worse. I mean, we're alive, so there's that. So what is the phase 2 for this gonna be, by the way? I mean, because Bio Broly, you know, it's not exactly a lot you can take from that movie. He's literally just like a biomass the whole time. I suppose there's a form of him that looks more like Broly, but I don't know if there's even like an asset for that in the game. I have no recollection about that, so I guess we'll see. And I suppose it could just be a different art of like the same sort of Bio Broly. I mean that would work too, I suppose. We're actually not gonna kill here, huh? I mean we'll kill next turn, so it's not a big deal, but okay. Interesting. Yeah, so you know I did mention, you know, a little earlier on. You know, we did have Tien's sort of release detail, whatever, last night. I do find that pretty interesting, I will say, because I suppose they're gonna start doing this stuff like early on. I don't know entirely, of course. You know, we'll have to see how they keep handling it. Ooh, that's... Hold on. Okay, I mean, we're gonna take more damage than we did last time. We healed some, but yeah. We only lost 5% overall. So, like, you know, I think Tien, he seems pretty interesting. I definitely want to see him in action, because, like, how he... Okay, so it's like a purple form. How he works, is... You know, he has, like, that first turn, I mean, when you're jumping into a fight, he's practically like, no boss is doing the damage to him, like, immediately. Right? I mean, even though it's the after wording, which is a bad wording, he's still perfectly fine. Now, that being said, you know, he's fine the first turn. He's obviously fine the third turn when the buff's active. He does work pretty uniquely in the sense that he sort of like flip-flops turns that he's like perfectly okay, and then could be concerning. But even on the sort of like, you know, could be concerning turns, I do think, you know, when you consider all the, you know, so the support that doesn't necessarily have to be Path to Power. I feel like Tao, for example, he really does, you know, I mean, Path to Power is so good for him, but I feel like just Tien can take any support in general and be good, so I do really like that. I think they... I mean, I'm not planning on summoning on him. You know, shocker, I know, with the global celebration right around the corner. But I do think he looks pretty good. I'm definitely glad that you know, OG Dragon Ball is getting more rep. It definitely...
Time to get serious.
It definitely deserves it. So I really am holding out hope. Oh, what? That should have... Okay, whatever. I really am holding out hope that we see Youth Goku and DKP this year. Like, I feel like there's just no way. There's no way that we get, you know, Tao, Tien, Goku, right? I mean, we've been getting a bunch of the banner units recently. We had Master Roshi last year. Like, they can't just keep building all this up and then it all be for nothing. There's no way. I have to believe they have, like, an actual plan. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. But I do think we're in for at least a little bit more OG Dragon Ball, but I do think it'll probably be later in the year. Now, for the global celebration, I don't know, like, I really do want the Namek ROF theme, but it's just like, I feel like I'd be pretty foolish to ignore all the... Oh. Hey, you want to dodge? Oh, no. He lived that? God damn. Okay, that was goated. I did not expect that. He actually lived that. What the hell? Okay, yeah, him doing the damage is not... I did not appreciate that ability. Then we can grab those. Yeah, so they definitely, you know, I just OG Dragon Ball. We gotta. I need to see DKP and Youth Cook. Like it just. I know I was starting to talk about the global celebration there, but I gotta hammer that in because they can't. You know, we had, it was like the 4th year we had Goku. And then it was 2022, so late into the 7th year, that we had our 2nd Dokkan Fest for OG Dragon Ball, and then last year we had our 3rd one with Master Roshi. And you know, I saw a I don't even know who said this exactly, but this stuck with me. I think it was like a tweet. It's like, you know, it's bad for a category when every new premium character, like the category gets, is leading the category. Like every time OG Dragon Ball was getting like a new Dokkan Fest, they had to lead the category. 'Cause the last one was just like so long before it. It's pretty funny, pretty sad, but pretty funny. So it's like all the buffs, and that sort of logic works. That's why I wanted to mention this real quick here. Is I feel like that logic sort of tracks for Namek ROF as well. Now, you know, I just, all the assets we've been getting for Daima, it does, you know, it'd be pretty foolish to just be like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be Daima. Like, there's definitely a really good chance it could be Daima. But I just look at like all the buffs, like Namek sort of characters have gotten. You know, the OG Dragon Ball characters. I'm using the same argument for both of them here. And this is different, mind you, from when you have like a character, you know, look at like, you know, something that always comes to mind for me is like 2023 Kale. You know, and I mean, there's a lot of characters this applies to, but you know, as a community, we're always like, you know, just one more, just one more, maybe 2 more characters, and oh my god, they'll be goated. Like, we do that song and dance all the time. But there is definitely a difference, and you guys know what I mean, when they just drop one character and fuck right off, and, you know, if they don't... Dokkan likes to do a thing where they'll spend, like, an entire year building up a category right before and during and after, like, a major celebration they have planned that will buff the category. So that's why I think it's just like, you know, we've had the Namek EZAs. I mean, the cooler movie EZAs are right there. You know, we haven't, you know, like premium Frieza characters haven't been the most, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, most apparent. You know, modern Dokkan. I mean, he's been kind of hiding away from the spotlight recently. And it's just like, I mean, sure, we got the Carnival one, but that's, you know, he's not like, I mean, I have my issues with that character in general, but, you know, aside from my issues with the character, he's not like an actual villain, you know, it is Goku Frieza. So I mean, this being the 10th year anniversary of ROF, like, it doesn't, too much lines up for me to just write it off. I don't know. I really think we have to be getting, you know, Namek ROF, and we have to be getting OG Dragon Ball this year. I won't discount the possibility of Daima, and if it does happen, I'll definitely have to try and rethink what I foresee for the rest of the year. But I don't know. So I've been really debating about this, like, internally. I've mentioned in several of these videos, but I think, like, I really am confident in my sort of initial thoughts of, like, Tanabata will get, like, Mini Goku, and Goma, and then 11th anniversary, the adult forms for Goku Vegeta. I don't know, that makes too much sense to me, with Global Celebration being Namek ROF, and then you can have New Year's be OG Dragon Ball TKP versus Kid Goku, I think. But, I mean, we'll have to see. Here, let's get the Kid Buu active in here. Okay. I mean, we're doing pretty good here. I mean, we've definitely had some close calls, don't get me wrong, but we are doing pretty solid. I will say, though, I definitely, might want to change my team up. I'm going to try and change my team up in general going through these, but especially, with how we kind of got tossed up. Not a big fan of that, obviously, so I'll look into seeing what kind of team I want to keep using. I definitely want to keep switching it up between the stages here, because I don't know if this team will be able to chug along all the way through. Oh shit. I think I need to do this. Just in case Buu doesn't die. We'll still get our orbs and everything, but I really think we need Buu to die here. Yep. Now what? Turn 5. Okay, I was gonna say, we still can't use Buhan's domain. That's next turn is the earliest we can use it. So stand by here. Okay. Hopefully we should be in business. Okay, good orb change. I think we should be looking pretty good, but we'll have to see. As the fact that he's critting, that's pretty troublesome, obviously. 42 mil. That's pretty good. And that's without the domain. If we had the domain up, oh my god. Yo, Kid Buu! This EZA is still so goated. I can't. I'm glad that they kicked with these guys. Can we crit on this one? I definitely need the crit here, Kid Buu. You did not crit on that second one. Come on, crit, buddy. Damn. That's not good. I mean, Buhan should be fine, but I'm not confident that he will be fine. I think he'll be fine, but I'm not confident. Oh my god, what? No way, man. Really? Yeah, because we didn't crit. Oh no. Yeah, if my Buhan was link level 10, all link level 10, we would have left that. Because I didn't even have big bad bosses up there, obviously. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, what team do I want to use? I don't know. Am I gonna switch it up within the video here, or am I gonna go back to that? I might, what I might do, actually... Do I have enough of these little currencies. That's the Rambu. What am I doing? I don't know if I have enough of these. I mean, close enough, damn near. Here, I'll grab Big Red Bosses, and we'll just do that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that should definitely be a significant buff there. Damn, I probably should have done that before we started. We could have had that. Because he would have just, like, straight up killed, too, is the thing. Like, he wouldn't have even... We wouldn't have had to worry about all that. Wait, am I not going to be able to find... Oh, god damn it. Dude, the friend system, it sucks. Oh my gosh. Of course, man. Why not? I don't know what team I want to use. There's a couple, Here, let me cut away and see, like, I'm gonna re-roll, like, the Wheeze event a couple times. Maybe, like, the Tau event, actually. And see if I can't get another Glorio to appear here. We'll be right back. Alright, so, we're back. Obviously, first glance here at my team is a tad different here. I did drop into Boo as well as, Tech Buhan. I definitely want to try Buhan some more. This is actually a bit later. I was having pretty awful luck, to be honest, with getting another Glorio to appear. I was thinking about switching to Uncontrollable Power, but I also couldn't get Broly to appear. I would like to try running like an Uncontrollable Power setup in one of these, maybe like the next stage or something. But I only got these guys. I really did want them, but this Gohan Piccolo, I only got them off of the Khalifa Kale Carnival banner not that long ago. Well, relatively speaking. And I haven't really gotten a chance to play around with them yet, so I figured this could be a good chance to do that. I also haven't really used Nail. I don't think... I mean, it's been quite a while now since it's sub EZA, but I'm not sure if I've ever used him at all. Because, he does want to be next to a Piccolo or a Namekian, and at the time of his release, I mean, that wasn't, I mean, obviously, the Gohan Piccolo came out not too long after, but I didn't have them until recently, so... I figure this should be a pretty good setup. Obviously, we do need to get them together, so, I mean, that could... If the opening rotation messes with us, that could be pretty bad. But I do think this will be a much better setup than what we were trying to rock with before. And the support, I mean, we're just going to have so much support here. But that all being said, let's jump back in here. And hopefully, we can just get this in this try. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell? What are we doing here?
My name is Glorio, the king of the third demon world sent me.
I always forget to turn that back off. When I'm jumping into one of these. Oh, well, okay. I mean, at least... Yeah, I guess I'm fine with this, because at least it's Kid Buu in slot 7. And obviously, I mean, Buhan should be more than fine. I mean, it does suck that, one of the... We have both Glorios, but... I mean, I'm fine with this, because we do actually have Gohan and Piccolo right next to, Nail, which we obviously need them to be together, like, the whole time, so... 210. I mean, yeah, we're fine. But yeah, I do think the setup should be pretty insane. I mean, Nail has his 50% support. I mean, obviously, Demon King Piccolo is supporting. The Glorios are supporting. Like, both Buhan, Kid Buu rotation, as well as the, Gohan Piccolo Nail rotation, I do think should be pretty solid. So I am pretty interested to see how that's going to work out. I'm not sure if we're actually going to get, like, to see Piccolo. I mean, I imagine we will at some point, but obviously he's like I think his first condition, I might have to double check, but I think it's like a turn 4 condition, with the Namek, not Namekian, excuse me, Namek category ally. I'm gonna have to check that though. Oh well, Jesus. We I mean we cleared this in one phase. God damn. Not even. I mean, my Glorio's only gonna have to hit one time. Okay, I mean, I will definitely take that. Well, that is a pretty good sign here. I mean, yeah, this team, it's just so much support. I mean, Glorio's the friend Glorio support isn't active here, but still. All right, I'm curious. What do we have here? Only 240k down there. Okay. I mean, he does have 80% damage reduction, so I think he'll be more than fine. But I guess we'll have to see how everything turns out, of course. Now he does have the stacking on both. Oh, actually no, excuse me, it's just the 12 key. He does have the additional built in, so hopefully we can get lucky with that. And then Nail, of course. I mean, he's starting 453k. He does have the 150 for the first 3 turns, but I figure this should work out pretty well. I mean, he should be able to stack up pretty nicely. And let's just see how this goes. It does really suck. Gohan doesn't. Maybe we'll see if they do actually end up. I'm still really a firm believer of Namek ROF. I mean, we'll see what happens, of course, but ooh, he's taking damage from the normals. I mean, it is class and type disadvantage, but still. Yikes. That's not a good sign. I mean, he's only 55%, but oof, that's not a good look. Come on, don't do me like that, Gohan. Damn. Well, this could end up being pretty rough. We'll have to see. Hopefully, Nail's gonna need to get quite a bit of supers in here, because otherwise, if we fail our chances, that could lead us into some pretty bad water. We do get the hidden potential, but it's a normal. I do have 29 additional built in on him. Damn, he's even taking damage. I suppose I could say we don't have both Glorios support active. Only the one Glorio support is active. But even then, I mean, we still had a Glorio support active in general. Which that is maybe not the best luck here at the beginning. Okay, well, maybe this wasn't as good of an idea as I thought it might have been. We'll have to see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because Janemba has the crit, but we should probably have at least a stack in before then. I'm just now remembering. I completely forgot to check the transformation condition. Well, I suppose the exchange condition actually. It's not actually a transformation, but you get what I mean. I'll have to check that real quick. As soon as we're done with this turn, I think we might, if Kid Buu ever wants to crit at least, be able to kill here. I mean, we did get a decent bit of orbs for Buhan. So, and then of course Glorio's right there. So he obviously, I mean, especially with type advantage now, he's kind of gonna mess Broly up here. Yeah, that's easy. Okay. All right. Well, this one boss down in just a moment. Okay. We're gonna need Glorio to finish after all. I thought Buhan was gonna have that. Come on, man. Oof. I don't know about this. I really thought Gohan Piccolo would look a little better, to be honest. I mean, I suppose maybe I could have run like, I don't know, like Tech Gohan or something. He lowers attack, and he'd have All in the Family with Gohan. I suppose. I don't know. Only 160k. That's without the Glorio support. Oh my god. Gohan, please. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, because he doesn't even have phase 2. That's not a real good look here, buddy. Okay, well... I'm so concerned about if we're actually going to be able to clear this or not. I might end up having to change the team up again. 42,000 damn near. I mean, if it's a super hitting us, at least, because the thing is, it is damage reduction, right? We are reducing the damage of the attack. So I mean, you could say at least, I mean, if it's like a 5 mil super hitting us, I mean, we do cut it down by 80% immediately, right? So, I mean, that's 4 mil. Of course, there is the class advantage that the enemy has on us, but, I mean, well, we don't even have that much HP. Yeah, even if it was just like, I mean, what you're not going to run straight into like a 5 mil super, but we wouldn't even live. I don't know, he might need dupes. I don't remember, being the biggest fan of them kit-wise when they came out, or at least kit strength. I don't know, I really think they just mess up on a lot of Namek stuff for whatever reason. They just always seem to do it. I don't... Now, at least for my part, I actually really liked Full Power Frieza and Namagoku LR EZAs. But I will say, the fact that a lot of people didn't, I mean, I feel like those are some of the EZAs where you can't, like, if anyone's really questioning them, that's not really a good sign. But I mean, I still thought they were good, regardless of how a lot of other people felt at the time. A lot of people really did switch up though once the quips came out, obviously. I don't know. Come on. I think we might be a little. I'm definitely concerned for this clear. Having Buhan and Kid Buu together is really good, but maybe I'll need to find a different sort of setup here. I don't know. I will say, you know, once again, I was thinking about running like uncontrollable power. I think I did for one of my earlier. It might have even been like stage 3 or stage 4. That I did actually. I think I used uncontrollable power already in this event, but you know, I definitely want to get some more usage out of like Int Broly. I think I've only used him a couple of times, and while I wasn't the biggest fan of his. Not even wasn't. I'm not the biggest fan of his design. I do think he could be pretty neat, so I definitely have to check that out. Which... That's the GOAT there. I mean, Glorio, Cold Judgment, of course, but 1.4 mil. Nail be doing nail things, huh? Yeah, Nail's gonna be goated, regardless. Although, that being said, I mean, class and type disadvantage are gonna probably prove to be a pretty troublesome combo here. We'll have to see though. But yeah, you know, today's actually, I did, cause like I said, I was getting pretty unlucky, with this. I didn't actually, I thought it was gonna be the next day. I don't know why, I just sort of lost track of time. But we do actually have, you know, it is Dokkan Day right now. I was literally, you know, re-rolling the sort of Link skill event. You know, I was using all my like built up, you know, stamina meat collection, all that. I'm trying desperately to get like another Gloria, and that was just failing. Like I checked this every 1-2 like rolls of the event, and he just wouldn't appear. And then I was like, maybe I'll try Int Broly, and I couldn't get him to appear either. So I just kept checking both of them. And finally, I mean, it took forever, but finally I was able to actually get it to appear, thankfully, or I suppose get him to appear. But yeah, you'd think like 10 years in, they'd like ever revamp the fucking friend system. Like maybe just a thought, Dokkan. Like it's getting ridiculous at this point. Like they need to do something, and they need to do something like soon, because it's so bullshit. You know, I always try to man, I hate when like people are like, oh yeah, let's send 5 million different AGL Gogetas on the front. It's like, yeah, man, we get it. We don't need to see Gogeta, Vegito, Gohan 10,000 million different times. Like, I always try myself to run some of the, obviously characters that I have like dupes in, and like link levels. Not even for like getting like friend requests or anything, just because, to have good friends there. But I always try to run some of the, check my friends list every so often. And I've had AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku recently, because I don't know, I feel like I always have trouble finding him when I need him. But I always try to find, like, have characters there that, I think people will actually need, instead of, back in the day where you have the entire friends list as AGL or Gohan, right? Here, let's actually, I'm just going to use Glorio's active. We haven't gotten this in yet. This will kill.
Time to end this.
Now, I am actually a little Demon King Piccolo and this rotation, like, I don't know. No Glorio is kind of rough. At least he doesn't have as much attack right now. Does he need... No, he does not. Although I can't actually... I was gonna say maybe I can just try to intentionally gimp his sort of key to get the stack, but I actually can't really do that here, unfortunately. Okay, well, this could be potentially troublesome. 25,000. I've gotten pretty lucky so far with the fact that I haven't been supered before attacking with this character, but it could catch up to me at any time, so I'm a bit worried about that. I feel like that's what's going to happen, is we're going to get caught with with a 12 or before we super. At least I hope we don't, but I don't know. I'm definitely pretty worried about that. And Nail here, obviously at the beginning, I mean, he's more of a stacking character, duh. But I don't know. He's definitely... I'm liking Nail. I like them off his details alone, but... Ooh. Okay. No super, thank God. Listen, if we get supered on either of those two, I think we're just probably dead. Nail probably like a second turn, like the Glorio support. Obviously having the Cold Judgment active probably would be pretty fine, but I don't want to test it if I don't have to, right? Yeah, but the friends list, it's so atrocious. I don't understand. Like, I feel like a good majority of the community, and maybe I'm just like vastly incorrect about this, but they are really good about listening to feedback. And like the community's been like complaining, about the friend system damn near since like the dawn of time. Like ever since the game, like it's always been bad. Even I guess I can't say like year 1, 2, whatever. 'Cause I wasn't really, I can only speak about when I was playing, but like ever since I've been playing the game, like actually playing it, like it's always been off. It's always sucked. People have always complained about it. So it's like, are they just like incompetent? Like, I feel like we've been telling them exactly how to do it for years. And the thing is, they are actually usually pretty good about listening to feedback. I really do like that. But like, it's like, if they're usually pretty good about it. So it's either they think they want it to work how it does, or they're just incompetent and they can't figure out how to implement what we've told them to implement. Like, even if it's just the friend system as it is now, but you also have the ability to like copy your friend lead, and which obviously is worse off if you're not like a whale or something. You know, if you're running two 55%, leads, I mean that's kind of rough, but two 55% characters is better than one and you can't find the other at all, right? So I don't know. I definitely like even if it's just that, like just add that onto the system we have now. It's so much better. They definitely, hopefully, eventually, maybe, they'll fix it. But I've kind of given up hope at this point. It's still so aggravating, even if I have though. We are gonna have a bit extra support here from Glorio, but I mean we're still only. Oh, God damn. Oh no, we're just dead. We're just dead, dude. This Janemba. Holy. Janemba's just blocking me out of the win here. Yeah. I get it, man. You don't gotta put that in my face. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, I was looking for a. Yeah, that's why I'm an extreme end. I was looking for a Broly just before. I finally found him. Yeah, I don't know about this. What do we? Demonic power. Who else should I run here? I could do like. What about Beast? And because he is all in the Beast and like Tech Gohan. Maybe that'll be pretty good. Let's just jump in like this.
All right.
Because with Beast, Tech Gohan, they have all in the family. Obviously, Beast is supreme. To hold down slot 1.
Guess it's my turn.
So maybe, you gotta be kidding me, man. Alright, bro. This is just awful. What are we doing here? Can we not? Both of my rotations are messed up. Okay, Dokkan. They really do not want me to get this player in here, I guess. I'm getting pretty unlucky. And Janemba seems to be like the great filter. So I definitely... Those crits are pretty deadly. I think I need to run like just a defensive god like Beast. And then, obviously, I mean, Kid Buu should be more than fine. I mean, Tech Gohan does obviously need to stack, but at least he has the attack lowering on his SA. So as long as I'm getting, good luck with the procs, and with like Glorio support, I should be more than fine, and we should have both Glorio support up by the time we're getting against the full power Janemba anyway. I don't know. It's definitely proven to be kind of rough though. I do actually. These are pretty fun though, I will say. I do like. I mean, obviously, once we get the Glorios like full on, built up, they can pretty much shred through. Buhan can shred through. But I don't know. I really do like the return to the sort of SBR format. I do find it kind of interesting that they haven't updated this event since anniversary. I don't know if maybe we'll see like maybe this is just like this specific event won't be updated, but we'll get new battle hardened formidable foe stages or like events. When we have like worldwide. Well, I suppose like the global celebration. So maybe they'll update it in intervals like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Everything's sort of new this year. Post sync, but I don't know. I really think we could, maybe benefit from. I'm not gonna lie, I completely lost my train of thought there for a moment. I really do think we could benefit from having like more battle hardened formidable foe stages. I don't know. I think it's really good to have a lot of. Yeah, I mean, people can. There's been a lot of complaints about content this year, which. I mean, I think like the red zones could have been harder, but that's about as far as I'd go with anything. I personally think they did a really good job of like meeting all the content for Anniversary. But you know, I don't know, I find it weird that they like introduced Battle Hardened Formidable Foe, and to be fair, they did go through, you know, all the movies and Z and everything, but I mean, it was sort of obviously going through all the sagas like that a lot more. That's not good. Are we dead here? No, we took a shit ton of damage though. I would really like if they start actually updating this. I don't know why they haven't been. Like I said, hopefully with the global celebration we can see like a new version of it at the very least, and they can just stick to like fight specific to that saga. You know, like if it is Namek ROF, just give us a bunch of like Namek specific fights. I think could be cool. You know, like Zarbon, Ginyu, Frieza, some shit like that. You could throw, I don't know, like Raccoon in there, would probably be pretty good. But just something like that. You know, I do think, I think the Battle Hardened Formidable Foe is good. Because I was worried about, you know, what they were gonna do with SPR, ESPR. Honestly, for quite a bit. Because if you actually look, we are, relatively speaking, getting kind of close on... Oh, I could actually pop Beast active here. That'd be pretty good.
Is that all you've got?
We are getting kind of like relatively close to like running out of categories. Now, to be fair, it is worth noting that, you know, recently we have gotten quite a bit more categories added, so I think they're like aware of that and they're trying to make new categories that are still actually good. It still feels kind of weird that after all this time we don't have like a regeneration category. I feel like, I know I at least have like put that in like the survey before, you know, some thoughts for like new categories, specifically like regeneration, sort of like how Legends has. If you don't play Legends, it's their sort of version of categories is tags, and they are definitely very, I feel like at least they're very good about actually including everything a character should be on, although they don't have nearly as many tags as we do categories. They barely ever add new tags, but for like regeneration, you know, it's just any character that's shown a feat of regenerating, you know, Piccolo, Cell, Boo, Zamasu, just any and all of the above characters you can think of, usually like villains, but once again, I mean, Piccolo is on there. Any character who's ever shown a feat of being able to regenerate, they're on there. So I do think that'd be a really good sort of category that could fit a lot of villains. I mean, obviously you get some heroes on there too, but I'm not really sure why they haven't made that a category. Hopefully, at some point, you know, we'll be able to see it. I guess we'll see, but point being, we are sort of still running low on categories for ESPR, SPR. So I thought they were going to try and use Battle Hardened Formidable Foe as a new SPR, ESPR. But maybe not. I mean, they haven't updated it at all, so I don't know exactly what their plan is. I think it'd be kind of a miss though to like make it and then just like completely abandon it. I don't know. We'll see what happens with the global celebration, because they did say they do want it to be like on par with. Ooh, I guess we'll grab those. They do want it to be on par with like Anniversary, so I have to anticipate we'll still get a lot of content. I think I'm just going to we'll wait on using his standby until one of the other battles, because there's no reason to just play the animation here. We're gonna kill him easily with both the Bs, right? We don't need Piccolo to be powered up, and hopefully this time around we can obviously also make it past the old great filter of Janemba. hopefully having the sort of Beast Gohan and Ultimate Gohan rotation will actually be able to be solid there. I mean, obviously Beast I'm confident in. Tech Gohan, I don't know. Obviously he could potentially have some issues, but I mean he's 305,000 there, and to be fair, we do have Cold Judgment and Brainiacs from Glorio there, but I mean that's even without the support being active. Now, when Glorio's not on the rotation, obviously his defense will look quite a bit less, but I still think even off the rotation, Gohan's going to look pretty good from the support. Because, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of just, like, even Phase 1, stats. Like, he doesn't have a lot of raw stats. I think it's just... Doesn't he have, like, 158% attack and defense? Something like that? Like, and that's, like, all he has for defense? I mean, he has a bit more attack in there, but he doesn't really have a lot of numbers, so even just Phase 1 support can be pretty beneficial for him. And obviously, with these fights, you can pretty much use like all the sort of SAS effects, so the attack lowering could definitely prove to be pretty helpful, at least for his survivability, if not anyone else's, maybe. Okay, and then he does 2 supers. Thank you, Tech Gohan. Thank you, man. I swear, listen, I don't know what it is. I feel like my RNG, if you've been, watching some of these players and stuff, like, even, like, if you look back at, like, the Red Zone missions, or, like, my Super Bosses attempts, I need to get back to that. That shit's just so annoying. No, I mean, it's fun. I do like a challenge. I mean, it's a little maddening, but, I don't know, I definitely... Elden Ring, Dark Souls, whatever. I really like those type of games. So, well, it can be kind of frustrating. I do have fun with it, right? But I will say, it would be nice to get the clear at some point. But I swear, like my RNG, when it comes to, and to be fair, it is a little, there's definitely some, bias when it comes to this, because obviously you're going to notice the fails a hell of a lot more than you're going to notice the successes. But I feel like just recently my luck has been pretty awful when it comes to that sort of stuff. But maybe I'm just, once again, obviously you are going to notice the fails a lot more than the successes. Unless it's like you need that success or you're screwed. But I feel like, I'll be having like 3 different 70% chances for something to happen and it doesn't happen. There's like countless attempts I've had recently where I'm like, I'll say after like losing, I'll be like, just one more crit, one more additional super. Anything would have saved us. Like, I feel like that keeps happening to me. Like that, those same words keep getting said because it's genuinely just one more thing would have saved me, and I never get that one more thing.
Dragon Balls. I can't wait to get my hands on all 7 to regain my lost youth.
Okay, well, we will obviously, I did use him now. Maybe we'll be able to, depending on how the next part of the fight goes, obviously, actually be able to transform him. We have not transformed into Demon King Piccolo yet. I have not... Obviously I saw the animation once it came out, but I have actually not looked at it since, so... I do remember that being a pretty good animation, so it would be nice to, look at that. I do think we're going to see... I'm pretty sure I've talked about this at some point in this video. But when there's so many parts over so many days, it definitely gets a little hard to track, but I'm pretty confident I have talked about in here. I do think we will see another Demon King Piccolo later this year. Well, obviously we'll have to see, but I don't know. I mean, if he's going from old to youth, maybe it'll just be straight up youth. Demon King Piccolo. Maybe he'll have like an intro going old to youth. I don't know. We'll have to see. I did actually cut away there briefly, but we're back. Let's get this hopefully done here. I with this the Battle Hard Formidable Foe stage here, I feel like that Janemba, he's actually been kind of blocking me here, so hopefully we can finally get this done here. I do think I am pretty confident about this team. But I guess, we're gonna have to see what's what. No way! How did I swear I missed one. Like I don't know how I always miss one. I don't get it. I feel like I clicked it. I don't know if if there's like some sort of maybe I need to update my phone or like clear the Dokkan cache or something. I don't know what the hell would cause that. I feel like I used to like always get all 7, but lately it's not even like it's specifically like I always miss number 5 or something. It varies, but I feel I just always miss 1. That's so crazy. Okay, whatever. I mean, we still do a ton of damage here, and we still kill Bio Broly here. So that is the thing that actually is important after all. But yeah, like I was saying there before, I really can't see them doing all these sort of things for Dragon Ball Saga. And I mean, we have that giant red zone that has what, like 8, 9 different stages now. I still haven't jumped into it. It's like I can't sit here and believe that they're doing all that for nothing. There has to be some point. Oh, hold on, I'll skip this.
My name is Glorio, the king of the third demon world sent me.
Guess it's my turn.
Yeah, because of the time I was recording that, I did actually the part just a little bit before for me at least. I mean, right after for you guys. It did roll into reset, so I mean that happens so often. I do try to. I'm just gonna cut that portion out there. I do try to remember to like turn off the animation, but I don't always obviously do the best job of actually remembering to do it. And I do like to, even if I get like several videos up a day and I get like, say like the AGL Gogeta, sort of tag animation, right? I mean, I'm fine with, if I upload 3 different Dokkan videos and they all just happen to have that, tag animation in or whatever. I mean, I'm fine with getting that in every time, right? 3 Beast Gohan intros, I'm fine seeing that every time. I don't like to, I try to avoid, although once again, I don't always remember to actually do it, but I do try to avoid getting like, Glorio's intro in the same video 3-4 different times. I think it might already be like 2, maybe 3 times. We definitely did not need to see that again. So I'm cutting that right there. So hopefully, there's not too many of those. I think it might just be like Glorio, because before, I mean, with the team we were rocking, I mean, we've swapped the team out a couple of times here, but I'm pretty sure it's just like Glorio's animation, the only one that might have been like repeated once or twice. Now, Janemba here, he does have the massive damage reduction until the 3rd turn, so I mean that is kind of a little bit problematic. Obviously, the longer the fight goes on, the weaker Beast is going to get, but I don't know if that should actually end up becoming an issue for us. I do think that we should just be able to use Beast active and be perfectly fine. But I mean, we'll have to see. This Janemba, he keeps catching me with the crits. I do really, like. Ooh, okay, that didn't. I was scared about that. I do like that they're making all the bosses have their own like unique things they do, but listen, this man's been catching me, and I want to get through the stage here, because I do also, and I did say towards the beginning my intention, which I know I've been saying, but I really have been wanting to catch up on these, and I have been catching up on content. To be fair, it's not like I've been saying it and haven't been, but it's definitely been a fucking turtle's crawl. I myself will acknowledge that. It's just, I mean, for example, like Arena, right? I mean, that definitely took away some time with League. Um, and, just in general, being busy IRL, outside of game stuff, YouTube and stuff, whatever, right? So, it's, and all the new content, like, I didn't want to get behind on new content, right? So, I wanted to always make sure to be doing the new content, because I might as well not have a huge, start adding more and more stuff to the backlog. I'd rather just have the backlog get more backlog than have more stuff on the backlog, if that makes any sense. Yo, what the hell? What is that, bro? Uh, well then. This is like the easiest beast active ever.
Is that all you've got?
I don't know if I've actually used that yet. I'm not gonna lie. I I genuinely forget if I used it during the first or second fight there. Hopefully, I mean it's a short animation anyway. Now I do think Beast should be fine, but oh well, here's goes nothing. I was gonna say I would like Tech Gohan to. Okay, yeah, we're perfectly fine. He did seal though. I was gonna say Tech Gohan attack lowering could end up being helpful. I mean, it's still probably gonna end up being helpful for the next rotation, of course, but especially as good as Buhan is, he is obviously still int, so that is a little worrying. Bro. Okay. Yeah, Tech Gohan can bro. Hey, don't bum on me. Two fucking supers? Oh my gosh. I mean we still have Glorio here at least. Glorio. Hopefully Glorio does his job, right? He can definitely get a lot of attack and defense lowering for us. Which I really need him to do. I will say. Because this guy, he's no slouch, right? And I mean, Kid Buu should be fine, but I definitely am worried about Buhan. We're gonna have to get a really good turn here for me to be, think we'll end up being fine. I guess we'll have to see though. I mean, we're getting quite a bit of lower though. Janemba's not gonna do anywhere near the damage he was doing before. So that's good at least. Alright. I'll grab the physical orbs. And I'm pretty confident we've gotten Glorio's animation in here, so let me just skip. That'll get a little bit extra damage in. So hopefully we might even be able to kill this turn here. I mean, we do have, obviously, Rockin' Double Glorio, the massive amount of support, so... I mean, this rotation can do quite a bit of damage here. Yo, you're not... It's Kid Buu, buddy. What?! Wait, what? No shot! Oh my gosh. That did not just happen, bro. And now it's not loading. Come on, man. What the fuck? Yo, can we load anytime? Like, is my game is it glitched? Bro, come on, man. Dude, this fucking Janemba. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. This guy. Uh, can I was not paying attention. Can I seal him? I need to seal him. If that's a thing I can do, because this shit, bro. With all the, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? If if we had gotten, like those other two supers from Tech Gohan, if like Glorio, there was like one or two that were normals, right? Like if either of them wanted to give us some more attack lowering, we might have just barely lived. I don't know that we would have, but maybe. So that's okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is glitched. I guess I'll cut away here. We'll be back. We'll jump right back in. God damn it. All right, let's try this. Just jumping straight in. Obviously, I kicked good old Demon King Piccolo off the team. I did want to try him, but I just Kid Buu is obviously really good to bring. I do want to keep having Kid Buu, but in order to be running Kid Buu, I think I mean obviously that does lead to some other problems. The Janemba phase is, I mean, it's proven to be no slouch. Like I said, I have tried my best to stay away from, quote unquote, spoiling myself on the fight. So I'm not really sure how it's gone for everyone else. Maybe Janemba is just known to be a little cock. Dude, like, bro is the guardian, alright? That man, he's standing his ground, alright? He's been a bit of an ass, alright? And I need him to not do that. I need him to let me go. Those crits, they be doing something, I tell you. I definitely, I mean, I actually get, I know I'm insulting it, but I actually, I don't know if you can tell, I'm actually excited about, I don't know, I like these sort of challenges. It is unfortunate when it's the third fight and the second phase of the third fight, because I mean, obviously it takes time to get back to, but I'm up for the challenge here. I will beat this. I will beat him. How many trials and tribulations it takes here, I'm gonna get the job done. That will happen. So I figure maybe the play here, and we'll see if it works. Bringing Tech Janemba. I do think Beast should be able to hold down slot 1, at least with his active. I do think he should probably be fine. Probably. Without his active, I don't know for sure, but I mean, he should at least maybe live. He definitely should be better than. At least I'd hope he'd be better. Maybe he won't. Because I don't fully understand how the boss crits work. I'm not gonna lie. But I think maybe we'd be fine without the active. I don't know for sure, but essentially, point being, I mean, Kid Buu kind of got tossed around there, but there's no way Tech Janemba does. Now, there is a bit of an asterisk there, and the asterisk is he needs to not, have gotten hit 15,000 times before, because obviously his damage reduction does go down every time he's hit, so once we start to get hit several times, I mean, obviously that's going to make a pretty big difference in our defensive capabilities. But as long as we're able to take advantage of Tech Janemba properly, I do think this should maybe work out here. I guess we'll have to see. But I think maybe we might have this now. And it really does suck because I actually I was looking forward to using. I mean, what I saw of him, he seemed pretty fun, pretty good. Demon King Piccolo, but I definitely, we didn't even get to see the transformation. Not that I think we'd really get a chance to see it all that often in Battle Hard Formidable Foe, of course, but it does suck not being able to utilize him as much as I thought. But I think this will give us a better chance of success. And Kid Boo's been running shit the entire time. It's just Janemba that's been catching him, so I figure, especially with the amount of damage he can get, like him and Buhan, like they shred together. So I definitely want to keep him on the team. But I needed to do something to sort of balance the odds back in my favor. So this is what I've come up with. And we will see if it does or does not, I suppose. Once we, obviously get over to Janemba again. Which we are moving at least decently enough. We should kill Broly next turn pretty fast. And then obviously, we have Bio Broly. He's pretty weak, so I mean, I'm trying to. Listen. I did before. Now I'm not really sure if I should. What the best approach maybe is the way to phrase this. For going about. I can't get the rainbow orb. I'm not really sure about the best approach for doing this. Like in the past, what I would do is I would, like, if I'd get to like the third phase of a boss and I died, I'd be like, all right, let's jump back in, and I died there again. Then I'd cut and then I'd come back to when I'm on like the third phase of the boss, for example. I had suggestions to not do that and just, which I am more than fine with doing. I do enjoy being able to just be in the sort of Thunderdome here. But just keep it sort of, a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know, maybe like raw. I don't know if that doesn't seem like the right word though. But essentially just to keep going from like the very beginning of the fight, getting and going back every single time, no matter how many times I get knocked down from Janemba. So I mean I like doing this. So I mean I have done it, but it does, everything combined, it does lead to these with us getting longer content, as well as the approach just generally being a longer approach. It does lead to these being pretty long. I think this is probably, I mean, I don't know exactly, but if I had to guess, maybe an hour, 15, 30, something, maybe. I don't know for sure, honestly. Because I do get taken away from recording these several times. I'll go to sit down and get into it, and then it comes up, and then I was like, all right, well, I get back to this later, right? So there is also that angle there, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, there, Gohan, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, buddy. So hopefully, long story short, hopefully this is the run. Because I don't know, maybe it's weird, but I suppose maybe then like all sort of like Dark Souls enjoyers are weird. I do like the challenge, but at the same time, I also want to beat the challenge. It's a little counterintuitive. And you probably wouldn't really get it if you don't like those type of games. But I don't know. It's always I've always found it a little thrilling to have like you know, it's like, all right, I actually got to be trying, right? Even if I'm getting my ass whooped, I do like the feeling of like, okay, I need to lock in. Like I can't mess around. Like I don't know. It just it brings an extra layer of fun, at least for me. I know that sort of thing's not for everyone though. But I will say that you know, I mean, if Janemba's showing himself to be that, that's cool. And like a couple of the like red zone missions, I've had that sort of experience. Um, but like just like the straight up like red zone stage clears, just like with any random team. I mean, I don't think it's we're ever going to see, you know, the type of thing we saw back in 2022, both with stage 1 of the Cellmax sort of event, as well as the obviously Red Zone Broly. I mean, Omega came out too. Omega was hard too, but I honestly, Omega was never really that hard for me. I played him like day 1, day 2 of him coming out. I'm pretty confident. Now, to be fair, I did have the Super Saiyan 4s, which were definitely built for that fight. But you know, I don't know. I had the Super Saiyan 4s, and while to be fair, there was like the strength phase. I mean, even the strength phase like aside, like everyone, like it didn't matter type. You know, everyone got crushed by that phase. So I don't know if I could really be like, oh yeah, well, you know, of course I did good against Omega because I had the Super Saiyan 4s. It's like, well, you know, it's just more so that Red Zone Broly was that guy, and you know, like Omega, I mean, he was, you know, he was pretty cool, but he was a lot of fun. But I mean, Red Zone Broly, no one's doing it like him or Stage 1 Cellmax ever again. Well, I suppose little asterisk there. Stage Max of Cell 1 before it was nerfed. Well, see, maybe even that's not even the correct wording. It wasn't necessarily nerfed so much as they gave like and they added it to several categories over time. I think it's like superheroes, Defenders of Justice, I think, is one of them. I think there might be like one other category. Essentially, they started giving like categories, just like if you're on this category, you have an insane amount of increased effectiveness against the fight. So I mean the difficulty of that went downhill rather quickly once they introduced those sort of the buffs, the buffs for us, the nerfs. I don't know. It's not really. I mean, it is buffs for us, but it's not really nerf. I mean, it is nerfs, so it makes it easier, but it's not. You get what I mean. It's not like the actual stats of the boss were adjusted. It was our characters under certain conditions that were the ones that were being adjusted. Now, see, I would want to. Maybe this will be fine, actually. Yeah, because I need as many rainbow orbs as I can get, obviously. Then we'll pop this. Okay, well, I mean, we got him like half health. So hopefully, I mean, Kid Buu, Buhan, we should be able to kill Bio Broly here, as long as Kid Buu doesn't die. Yeah, double digits. See, it's literally like just Janemba. It's like just Janemba that's fucking walloping us. Everyone else, I mean, Kid Buu's doing perfectly fine, but he took like 1.1 mil, even through the attack lower. So it's like, oh goddamn, right? I mean, he can hit. He can definitely. And once again, I don't really understand fully how the boss crits. I looked into it at one point, but I genuinely I slipped my mind. I know it doesn't work exactly like our crits work. I'm pretty sure it ignores like a certain amount of defense, and it has like a certain multiplier to it. But like I'm not really sure about all the specifics of the actual numbers there, which obviously is a pretty big deal to be fair, but You know, that's why I don't. It's just so crazy, you know, seeing him go from double-digit tanking to even with type advantage, bro just gets sent to the Shadow Realm, which we're at like 709,000 HP here, and I mean we did add obviously that's yeah I don't know if he'd if he's taking that much. Okay. I mean, we did add Tech Janemba for Demon King Piccolo, so I actually, I'm not too confident about what their HP stats are, but it is worth noting that Tech Janemba is actually on a double 170 here. For whatever stupid fucking reason, he's not on Demonic Power. I feel like Dokkan's done a really good job with these categories recently, but that just really like stands out to me. It really like irks me. It's like Janemba's literally made of like all the demons of hell. Like, have they watched their own movie? I like maybe it's like a bad translation, you know, like demonic power. Maybe that's what it is. But like, I mean, demons right in the name, man. Like, if Gohan's on it, man, like I don't know. That seems a little. It feels like they did that just because like they knew they had other Janembas coming up, and they didn't want to. You know, give them more relevant teams than like uncontrollable power movie bosses. Like I feel like it has to be like that, which is really stupid if it is. But it feels like such a like glaring mistake that he's not on the category, at least to me. But point being, he's on a double 170, aka 340 here, instead of like everyone else. While Glorio isn't obviously a 220 lead. He does give like demonic power just straight up 200% stats across the board. So okay, now what can I do here? I need to avoid as many attacks as possible with him. Okay, if I do this and then we do this gives the support. I mean, Buhan doesn't have. I mean, we're losing out on some links from Kid Buu, obviously, but he should probably be able to still kill on the condition that we actually get like a triple super turn here. I mean, we'll have to see, but even still, this is less attacks for. Yeah, okay, we should be fine. Janemba will definitely kill if this doesn't, which it did. All right, cool. So now what we need to do, which maybe I should No, I needed to do that. That does lead to more issues, potentially, but I think I needed to do that. So, like, am I missing something? Like, he just gets stronger. He doesn't... Okay, well... Here goes nothing. Wait, what does he... What is his orb changing exactly? Tech to rainbow. Okay. Let me grab all of these. Let me do that. Ha ha ha, no. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed all the strength orbs. No, I was trying to... Damn it. I was trying to make a scenario where I could just get the Dokkan attack next turn. I suppose it's not like the biggest difference. Janemba doesn't do that much damage, at least in base, but still. Tech Gohan, especially without being hit, like we already know he's not gonna do like any damage here. Our best hope is that we see a hell of a lot of like attack lowering from him and Glorio. We need to be seeing 4 supers from Gohan and what, like 5, 6 from Glorio. So hopefully we can see those. Okay, this is 3. That's definitely an improvement. Because Tech Janemba has not been hit yet, so he does have his 80% damage reduction. He does have his guard. he should be able to hold shit down. I mean, we'll have to see, but I do think he should be fine in slot 1. Now, over the course of several turns, I would be very worried, but at least for 1 turn, he should be fine. And we're gonna have to play it by there. Like we gotta play it 1 turn at a time, and hope that Glorio, please, man. Glorio! Oh my god, it always happens to me! Well, I swear, my super luck is so awful recently. Like, all my sort of, like, abilities. Like, I always fail the chances. See? Another fucking normal, man. Thank you, Glorio. 2 fucking supers. You fucking bitch. I can't believe it. He's trolling. He's trolling me. Oh my gosh. And see, now my orbs. This is nuts. I need the type key spears, but I also need the rainbow. I need the rainbow more. I have to... Maybe if I do this... I'm gonna have to do this and hope. That's... Maybe... It's 30%. Okay, I think I just do this. Wuhan really needs these. Let me use Glorio's active. Okay, well, I mean, we'll see what happens here. We're 4 health bars down nearly. He should be able to live this. Oh my god! Even with... Bro! Are you kidding me? He took 163,000. No way, bro. I swear, if we lose because Wuhan didn't additional super, Glorio, please, Glorio, please, come on, man, come on. I need a huge turn from. Don't do this shit. Come on, super it up, bro. You gotta finish this. If you don't finish this, I think I'm screwed. All right, you gotta finish this. I think next rotation I will die. You do not finish this phase. Here and now, buddy. Thank God. Whew. Alright, we're over the leap. We're over the mountain. Harudagon, I swear to God, if you're difficult. There's no way they'd have, like, Janemba into this guy being, like, insane. Whoa! Bro! Oh my God. Okay. So he's a little asshole, huh? Alright. I don't like to see my stats getting lowered. Well, we're gonna have to really depend on the attack lowering, at least for our part here. I don't know besides that how it's gonna go, but... Oh, I mean, we did with just Beast. I mean, if Beast is doing that much, we might be fine. I guess we'll see. But I feel like Wuhan, a good triple super turn, would put some work in. Now, obviously, I don't know what the phase 2 is, but I think... Attack Gohan, bro! Please! Oh my God. You're actually kidding me right now. Oh. Oh my God. I'm alive, at least. You can't... Like, there's no way! He gets 1 super, and then he gets supered? Like, this shit doesn't happen to anyone else. I swear, I must have channeled some bad voodoo or something. Like, my luck just has been on an awful streak. That's another thing, actually, that's contributed to how long these take. Is, like, I'll be catching hands from the bosses. It's crazy. I mean, you wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it, but I mean, it's damn near non-stop. They be whooping. I mean, It's bad. They put out all the stops. How come they're gonna super Tech Gohan after one super? That's so crazy. Okay. Now my issue here is obviously what to do about Buhan. The best I can see is grabbing this Int Orb, and we'll get 2 Int Orbs, 2 Rainbows. I don't see anything else that really... See, but then that messes with Janemba. What if I do this, actually? This is not the best by any means, but I think... It's not the best, but it's the best I can do in this situation, I think. I don't know. Hopefully this works out. We do not have the HP to be playing around with this, but like I didn't have orbs. And of course, you know, I was saying, oh yeah, Buhan, you know, he's gonna destroy Perudagon. But you know, then we get 3 orbs, so you know, suddenly he doesn't do so much damage, huh? He should be fine. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Okay. Please. We're alive. I'm not sure by how much. A good 150, 200,000? 211,000. Okay. Jesus. This fight. That's... So does he just always super slot 2 then? Is that what's going on here? I don't know if I can really play around that, but... I mean, it can't be a coincidence that he did that twice. Okay, I mean, we're getting our own attack and defense lowering in here as well. As long as Tech Gohan actually wants to give me a good turn, we should be fine. But, you know, that's that glorious prerequisite. As long as I need to save the active just to be safe. And I need Tech Gohan to give me a 4 super turn. That's what I really need, honestly. Because I mean the attack lowering obviously, but just to raise his own stats. I think I mean, because we took 400 some odd thousand, now we don't have the damage reduction anymore, which is a pretty big deal. But we have gotten our own attack and defense lowering in, and as long as he's not even 4, give me 3 supers, man. Like just 3 supers, I think we should be fine. We just can't do like one and done shit, bro. Dude. Oh my god. Please, take on. We got the hidden potential, but is that. Well, he didn't super slot 2. Thank God. Wow. Bro, my luck. Please, characters. Holy, it's going bad. It's going bad. The luck here. Oh my god, I'm actually locked in. I'm trying to be at least. What does he do? Okay. Should I transform him is the big question. Here, let me see actually, here's how I'll decide this. Let me get as many try and get like the best setup as possible. And what do I have for orbs here now? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how many times he's been hit. But he does have his guard still. He does raise defense, even if it's just a normal raise. The support could be pretty helpful. I'm gonna try playing it like this. I don't know if the support will save us, but it might, so. Alright, come on. You got this, Kid Buu. Oh, that's triple digits. Now, he does get significantly stronger when we're hitting him, both offensively and defensively, so. You know, I'm not just, like, locking it away like, oh, yeah, we're fine just yet. That did a whole health bar, though. That is worth noting. I mean, if we get a really crazy turn from Kid Buu and Buhan, this could be over very quickly. That's a triple super. Okay. Come on, we got this. Come on. Come on, Kid Buu. We got 4 health bars now. Buhan hasn't even attacked. I think we might... I think we might have this. We might have this. Cause he... Yep, there we go. Do we have another super? Ah, normal. Okay, we still did 8 health bars. 8 health bars. And Tech Janemba hasn't even hit yet. He's not going to do nearly as much as these two, obviously, but, you know, if we, maybe not, okay. Normal. Cool. Well, they can't all be winners, huh? Now it is turn 5, so Beast intro is still up, right? Yes, it is. This is very, very easily just Beast active for the win here. And I'll even we'll throw in the Glorio active too. Alright, and we should be pretty good here. We should be done. This should be the win. There shouldn't... Beast should not die. I mean, mine's 55%, but even... There's no way. Especially because Tech Gohan's going to get some attack lowering in. But even without that, I think... Oh! That didn't... What? That didn't show the effect. Oh, there it goes. I swear I didn't see the effect. Maybe I just misplaced seeing it. I don't know what that was. Okay, well, Beast is getting charged up here. He should be more than fine from this. Yep, double digits, obviously. And 15 mil, I mean, that won't kill, I don't think. I don't think his additional super will kill either. Well, it might. I mean, either way, Glorio's right there. I think... No, Beast actually might have this. Please? We're good to go? Oh, bro. Okay, that's just to spite me. That's just to spite me. That's one last middle finger from the boss. That's what that is. That's one last middle finger from Omatsu. I'm blaming Omatsu for the bad luck. That's what I'm doing. He's my favorite scapegoat. Alright, holy... I actually had to lock in towards the end there. That was fucked. That was, wow. Alright, well, that's, this is probably longest, a lot longer than I thought it'd end up being. That's for sure. That Janemba was, listen, he was not playing around. But yeah, we'll win this here. Well, let me collect my, stones here. We got obviously the 1 for clearing and the 5 from the mission, which, you know, I'm up to 350 right now. I'm trying to build up my stockpile, you know, get as much of these done. I mean, the global celebration is right around the corner, so definitely want to be prepared for that. You know, I have all my stones ready. I'm really excited. I hope it's Namek ROF, but you know, we'll see. I'd be fine with Diamond too. But we'll win this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.